Hi guys, welcome to Brentlea Junction. Update on the layout for this evening. We've got the trees. I did ask people's opinion on what I was going to do with this area, so I've put an old building that I found. I bought some trees off eBay. I'm going to put an old signal box with the woodwork. I think I got that, well I didn't think, I know I got that idea off, I think it's Brentlea Junction on YouTube. Take a look at his channel. I'd put a link in, but I don't know how to do it. If you look on my pages, it does say layout updates, so he's on there. Take a good look. He's got I inspire him quite a lot for what he does. Obviously the TMD area is all done now. I've got the signs for Network Rail, Brentlea Junction, so that will just go on the top of there. I'll have the small ones like those. I'm going to put them on there. I also bought some trees off eBay. I think 50p for them too, or a pound. I've got all that stuff. Now we come to my bridge area. It's my first attempt. The fence could be a bit more straighter, but I'm happy with the way it is. Obviously the masking tape isn't going to be there. On that back scene, I don't know what to do on there. I think that wood might just be temporary, but I'm not sure yet. Just to keep the nosy people out. Well, that's my bridge so far. I've still got to do some more stuff. Obviously I'm coming around to this area. I've got more trees here. I seem to have trees everywhere at the time being. That's my signal box that Terry Audley did off Facebook. So if you ever watch his Terry, thanks very much. Right, on my side in here now, where my 70 is, my 66 and my other 66 and my other 66, there's 3 lanes. So there's that lane and that lane. They're all for container wise, apart from the Freightliner. Freightliner have rung up Malcolm's Logistics and asked if they could park it up just for a couple of hours, just while they get the train repaired. Obviously, still haven't put any lighting in here. I'm going to put a man into there. I'm hopefully going to put LEDs in there so it does look like the train, well, the crane is over a train. I'm going to somehow take that off with a red stripe. I'm going to take that off. I'm hopefully going to put one of these onto it. I've just got to buy one, or I'll just scrap an old one. Nothing else is different. It's still a mess. That's what it looks like now, my fueling point. Obviously, the fueling point will be changed. I'm going to paint all that brown. I've got all my trains out. I even got me an American train out, which sound, it's got everything. But I do quite like that one, so I will put that over in the fuel point, because he needs some fuel, because he's run out. So, that's what it looks like in the fueling point. I think the layout's coming on now. I was going to rip it up the other day and start again, but I'm quite happy with it all now. The way everything's done. Obviously I'm going to put the ballast down on there. I'm not going to use that colour. I'm going to use this colour here. Obviously this has been part of the layout. I was going to put LED light into the signal box, but it's pointless. I would stand it up, but the wooden panels keep falling off, so it's easier just to lay it down. A few people said put it as a waste ground. I'm going to find an old car if I can and have it all abandoned round there. Obviously the signal box will be a bit further over here, so I might put the old car there. I would like it that there's a fire on it, but I don't know how to do that. There is something on YouTube, eBay that I could buy, but I don't know. I haven't quite decided that. I've got all my new stuff. I've got my Network Rail van. I've got my Stobart Rail one, even though it's in Network, DRS, Network 1, Network MPV, that's in there. Obviously my electrical one's still there. Did a run round on the trains the other day, and they went up the incline, come down the incline, and everything's worked fine. I'm hopefully going to ballast all this track here, but I don't know if I should use the old one or if I should use the new one. I haven't quite decided. I think I might just use the new one so it looks like it's a new section, but obviously in that area that'll be the old one, so it looks like it's been ripped up. I did put that gorgon should I say, into it, but that didn't tend to work. When I did, it just left my tracks. that they had to naturally dry. So I put tidy tracks inside it, and it seems to have worked. It was a bit of a struggle at first. I got quite annoyed with it, but other than that, it wasn't too bad. It did work. I've also bought, see, I buy things and then I don't remember what I bought. I also bought Track Magic. Somebody put one of them in on YouTube and that's supposed to work as well, but I couldn't find that Track Magic the other day. But now I found it. I've even got Dapol Model Railway cleaning fluid. I have got the Dapol wagon, but as it stopped working, and then because I thought I was an engineer, I took it to bits and realised it still doesn't work. Up to now, I think I've got 250 subscribers, which I'm absolutely over the moon about. I didn't think I'd get any. All the feedback that you guys have given me, it does appreciate everything. I didn't think it was that good, but when people are saying that it is good, it must be. Obviously, it's compared to Dean Park Station, Everard Junction, it's nowhere near theirs. They're just got talent. Nobody comes round. It's just what I like doing on my own. My kids like coming in, especially my daughter, that she's coming up to 9-month-old now. She likes the trains, but again, she just likes to eat the trains. I'm just doing it all slowly, doing it all bit by bit, but it is now actually starting to look okay. I'm quite impressed with the way it is. I am going to put a third level into it, so above where the padlock is, there'll be a Hornby suspension bridge going right along. We'll come round to here, and then probably where the beginning of the TV will be, there'll be a board that'll come out sort of to about here. I think it's going to be about 2 foot in front of the TV, and then obviously you've got to this side. Obviously that cabinet will go, my fire extinguisher will go. There'll be a station right across to my other TV, but that TV will move from there to be put there. That one's going in the house, my daughter wants that one. But I'm going to have 2 small TVs, as in 2 of them side by side. One's for the TV and then one's for the CCTV cameras. They're not switched on at the moment because I don't need them. I also was on the group of network YouTube map. So I bought it from Justin at modelscenery.com, I think it is, or co.uk. But this is what it is up to now. Oh, leave my flask. But this is what I've got. Up to now, this is the one that I do like. Where are we at? No, nope, not there. Not there. Oh, we need to go. There we go. Brentlea Junction, above Canning Parkway. If you get a chance to go over to Canning Parkway, go and have a look. Daz, he's got a massive layout. He's one of the guys that I met there via Facebook. I've also been to, well, I haven't been to, but I'd like to go to Richard at New Junction. I'd like to go to him. In fact, I think I'd just like to go to everybody's on there. There's Stephen Paffen Junction, I think that's how you say it, or it might be completely wrong. He does some good stuff. Who else is there? There's Parks Lakeside, Graham. He's also on there. There's all sorts. There's Penwithers. There's everybody. They're all good stuff. This is probably out of date now. I'll probably have to buy a new one. Even Everard Junction. I've only just noticed him. There's Tony Dock Station. There's everybody. Absolutely spot on. So all the guys that ever do watch this, DJ Model Railway, he does some good stuff. There's Paul at Dugwood Railway. He does some good stuff. He comments on my trains quite a lot, which I do appreciate. The only thing that I didn't get is the train times from Brentlea Junction. But I can always ask Justin if he could do them for me. But there's everything on there. There's all sorts. There's a lot of videos that I've been watching on YouTube. Absolutely brilliant. So take a look over on that. I don't have the Facebook anymore because it was overtaking on my life. And it was just getting on my nerves. Just same old boring stuff. But my partner, she still has it. So I do send my pictures to my partner and she comments on everything for me, or I'll comment on hers. Okay, guys, it was only a quick video just to show you how I'm getting on. But other than that, yeah, I've got all my Freightliner stuff. I've got all the other stuff under there, but it's just that much of a mess. I even got all these buildings in here. I've got one of them. Got good old corner shop, the Railway Inn, hotel or whatever it's meant to be. I've even got a church with no roof, but the roofs are in there. I've got another station area which I can use that on my new station, so that will sit in that corner over there. Obviously I'm going to put LED lights in it. What else have I got? Oh, I have got an actual church here, which obviously I'll face it that way, which is quite good. I got this off a friend that lives near me. She put it up on the Facebook and said, anyone want any houses? I thought she meant a real one. I thought, well, I've already got one, don't need any more. But then they said that this one, I got that, I got a load of track. I also got, I don't know if you can see it guys, but there is everything in there full of just junk. Well, it's not junk, it's somebody's junk, but it's my treasure. There's all sorts, tree stuff, you name it, fences, electric stuff, there's all sorts. She just said she was offered for donations, so I offered her 20 quid, thinking she would laugh at me, and she said, come and get it. There's quite a few people that wanted it apparently, but because we knew her very well, and we were close to her, she let us have it, so I thought, brilliant. I couldn't get there fast enough. I was like a kid in a sweet shop. But you know that, guys, when you feel that way. Just on another update, just to let everybody know that I have actually now got a new job. It's just part-time at the moment, but it's going to be leading up to full-time, and it's a job that I want to do. It's working for family. I didn't have a job and I wasn't really happy. I got quite down recently, and I just got to a really bad place, and I was going to sell all my